अपने मन को एकाग्र और शांत करने के लिए let us chant Om 3 times. Yesterday I have mentioned the dictionary meaning of Om. Om means सर्व रक्षक, हमारा सब ओर से सब प्रकार से रक्षा करने वाला, और ओम ईश्वर का मुख्य नाम भी है। तो 3 बार लंबा श्वास अंदर भर के ओम का उच्चारण करेंगे, और सभी पीछे जो लोग खड़े हैं आराम से अपना अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। लंबा श्वास भर के 3 बार ओम का उच्चारण करें। सभी छूट जाओ, परमात्मा के सभी गीत गाओ, तो आवागमन से सभी छूट जाओ, तो आवागमन से सभी छूट जाओ। आज के डिस्कोर्स से पहले I would like to thank all the volunteers. I was thinking since yesterday that nothing is possible without their selfless efforts. Volunteering means when you do something for others without any expectations in return. और कुछ जैसे सिखिज्म है उसमें दो चीज़ें हैं, सेवा और सिमरन. To be eligible for Simran, you have to have Seva in you. If someone does not have the bhav of Seva, it means the person is not eligible for Simran yet, or not eligible to get the benefits of Simran yet. So Seva is prerequisite. So thank you again to all the volunteers. Yeah, let's clap for them. And I know most of them are not even here too. Yeah, anyways. So, second is there are some birthdays today, and there were some birthdays a couple of days ago. So, I strongly believe that in our culture, in Vedic culture, birthday has a very different meaning. So, birthday is a day to critically analyze yourself, that what have you achieved since your last birthday and what you will be going to achieve until your next birthday. So birthday is the day to take the resolution, is the day to take the pledge, to commit to something which will help you to become a better version of yourself. So I know that I was talking to, I'm forgetting her name, sorry. Anuva. I was talking to her yesterday and I requested her to come up with a resolution. And if she would like, on the last day on Sunday, she can also tell us about her resolution, because they always say that it's better to take the resolution in front of as many as people you can, because then they will keep on reminding you if you go wrong or if you stop following it. As a witness, yes. So yes, बिल्कुल ठीक कहा, जैसे मैंने कुछ लोग कैंडल ब्लो करते हैं, तो हमारी संस्कृति में जन्म दिवस जो है वो बुझाना नहीं, वो जगाना है, वो अपने आप को जगाना है, अपने संस्कारों को जगाना है और उसी प्रकाश से पूरे विश्व को जगाना है. So इसलिए वैदिक कल्चर में बर्थडे इज मच मोर सिग्निफिकेंट and much more harder to celebrate because it keeps on going for 365 days. So in other cultures it's just for a few hours or maybe for half a day or full day. So अगर आप अपना जन्मदिन मनाते हैं तो एक बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का काम है. और जैसा मैंने फर्स्ट डे बताया था कि मैं भी जब से 7-8 साल का था ना, तब से शिविरों पे जाता था. तो शिविर के एंड में भी जितने शिविरार्थी हैं, जैसे अब हम गायत्री यज्ञ पे हैं, वो भी एक प्लेज लेते थे, एक रेजोल्यूशन लेते थे. So we distributed some Vrat Patras on Tuesday. I do have more. So after Yajna, if you are interested, please come to me and I will give you some copies. And there are some examples, although you know better what you need to achieve, what is your own resolution. It's very unique and specific though, but just to make things clearer, I wrote some ideas for you. क्योंकि हम नहीं चाहते कि ये जो गायत्री सप्ताह है ये इस सप्ताह के बाद समाप्त हो जाए। हम इसको अपने अंदर जीवित रखना चाहते हैं अगले गायत्री सप्ताह तक, और वो तभी जीवित रख पाएंगे अगर यहाँ से कुछ साथ लेकर जाएंगे। इफ वी विल achieve something and we will make it part of our lives, then only it will be beneficial. And that is what we discussed yesterday, the 4 steps to attain and retain and implement the Brahma Vidya, Shravan Chatushthay, ये हमने कल पढ़ा था. So the first was Shravan, which means mindful listening, mindful watching, mindful hearing. And the second was Manan, which means contemplation, critical analysis of what you have listened. Because first step is to retain the information. If you won't retain it, you won't be able to contemplate on that. So second step is contemplation. Third step is to come to a conclusion on the basis of what you have read, what you have listened. So does it resonate with you? What you like, what you don't like, doesn't matter. If you do not agree with 100% of it, but you have to come up with a conclusion on the basis of what you have read, on the basis of your contemplation. And the fourth and the last step is implementation. And we have done these 4 steps multiple times in our lives successfully, in our bhautik career, in our bhautik jivan, but we have to implement the same 4-step process in our adhyatmic jivan too. Whatever good we listen to, we have to first retain it, then we have to analyze it, contemplate on that, then we have to come to a conclusion. अगर सुबह उठना आपको बताया जाता है कि अच्छा है, तो आप एक निर्णय पे आए, क्या ये अच्छा है? अगर है तो उठना शुरू करें। जब तक सुबह नहीं उठते तब तक उसको सुनने का कोई लाभ नहीं है। अगर हम ये मानते हैं, हमारे जो वेदों के आधार पे हेल्थ रिलेटेड लिटरेचर है, इट सेज दैट वन हैज टू लिव अकॉर्डिंग टू सन, वन शुड नॉट ईट एनीथिंग आफ्टर सनसेट बिकॉज अवर डाइजेशन गेट्स very mild in the absence of sun. So if this thing resonates with you, if you contemplate upon that, if you decide yes, it's something good, I should follow it, then start following it. If we won't do it, it won't help us at all. Okay, so that was something that we discussed yesterday. तो अब हमें ये तो पता लग गया है कि इस विद्या को कैसे अपनाना है, what are the steps, पर ये विद्या है क्या? We still have, today is Thursday, am I right? Yeah, Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We still have 4 days. So it's hard, but I will try my level best to give a sense of what Vedic Vidya is all about. किस चीज़ को हमें रिटेन करना है, तो we will start talking about that. So वेद ये कहता है कि पुरुष का जो प्रयोजन है, पहले मैं पुरुष शब्द क्लियर कर दूं क्योंकि अदरवाइज इट वुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम। पुरी शयनात इति पुरुषः, जो किसी स्थान पे रहता है उसको पुरुष कहते हैं। तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस डेफिनेशन, पुरुष मीन्स सोल, पुरुष मीन्स आत्मा। पुरुष डज नॉट मीन मेल, इट इज मेल, फीमेल, ऑल ऑफ देम। सो पुरुष का जो प्रयोजन है, अब जो प्रयोजन शब्द है उसको आप सिंप्लीफाइड लैंग्वेज में कह सकते हैं द पर्पस। सो वेद ने बताया है व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ पुरुष। हमारा इस मनुष्य जीवन का, हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था, वी आर द मोस्ट सुपीरियर स्पीशीज। सो व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ मनुष्य जीवन, वो वेद ने बताया है। तो उसके आधार पे हमारे सांख्य दर्शन में कहा गया है, अथ त्रिविध दुख अत्यंत निवृत्ति अत्यंत पुरुषार्थ। अथ त्रिविध दुख अत्यंत निवृत्ति अत्यंत पुरुषार्थ। अब इसमें से अगर हम अत्यंत शब्द को हटा दें तो हो जाएगा, और त्रिविध को भी हटा दें तो हो जाएगा अथ दुख निवृत्ति पुरुषार्थ। अथ दुख निवृत्ति पुरुषार्थ। सो आई विल मेक इट इजियर फॉर यू। अत्यंत शब्द का जो मीनिंग है दैट है एब्सोल्यूट लिबरेशन। वेद कहता है कि जो थोड़ा सा दुख हमें आता है उसकी निवृत्ति तो हम कर ही लेते हैं। जैसे एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल, सर्दियों में हमें ठंड लगती है तो उसके लिए क्या करते हैं, हम फर्नेस ऑन करते हैं। फिर हमें कोई कहता है फर्नेस ऑन तो कर ली लेकिन इसका फिल्टर चेंज करो, फिर इसकी क्लीनिंग करवाओ, फिर इसकी मेंटेनेंस करवाओ, फिर विंडोज चेंज करवाओ, फिर एटिक में इंसुलेशन चेंज करवाओ, फिर इसका एम्ब्रेज का बिल दो, फिर अब फर्नेस चेंज होने का टाइम आ गया, फर्नेस चेंज करवाओ। तो ये अत्यंत दुख नहीं है, ये नॉर्मल दुख है। जो हमारा पुरुषार्थ भी है, ये भी हमारा एक काम है। वेद कहता है इनको दूर करना भी हमारा काम है। मैंने फर्नेस का एग्जाम्पल लिया, बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स हैं, आप अपनी लाइफ में खुद ही ढूंढिए। जैसे गाड़ी का, कार का एग्जाम्पल है, हम सबको ही पता है, वी आर पेइंग हैवी इंश्योरेंसेस, गैस, मेंटेनेंस, विंटर टायर्स, रस्ट प्रूफिंग, and then renewal of the insurance itself is a big task for most of us, and then it's time to change the car as well. So जो बेसिक दुख हैं उनको रिजॉल्व करना भी मनुष्य का कर्तव्य है, क्योंकि हमने अपना जीवन भी तो जीना है। लेकिन इस सूत्र में कहा है त्रिविध दुख अत्यंत निवृत्ति, मीन्स पूरी तरह से, टू लिबरेट फ्रॉम देम फुली is atyant purusharth sadhya, which means it is not very easy, you have to do lots of effort. So in today's discourse we will talk about trividh dukh, और आप में से अगर इसमें से कोई भी दुख किसी को नहीं आया, that person should definitely let me know at the end, and then we will definitely tell others that how lucky that person is. तो त्रिविध दुख जो हैं उनको आज मैं आपको बताने का प्रयास करूंगा, और योग दर्शन में इसकी एक्सटेंशन है, दैट वी विल आल्सो डिस्कस इफ वी विल हैव टाइम टुडे। त्रिविध दुख, तीन प्रकार का, त्रि मीन्स थ्री, त्रिविध दुख इज आध्यात्मिक दुख, आप मेरे पीछे बोल सकते हैं, आध्यात्मिक दुख, आधि दैविक दुख, आधि भौतिक दुख। आध्यात्मिक दुख, आधि दैविक दुख, आधि भौतिक दुख। तो सबसे पहले हम आध्यात्मिक दुख की बात करते हैं, और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात है, जो पहले वाला है आध्यात्मिक दुख, वी आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम दिस दुख 90% ऑफ द टाइम, द अदर टू आर बॉदरिंग अस ओनली 10%, द फर्स्ट वन इज 90%। आध्यात्मिक दुख उसको बोलते हैं जो हम खुद अपने आप को देते हैं। The sorrowness, the unhappiness which we are responsible for ourselves is called आध्यात्मिक दुख। आप एक लाइन और मेरे पीछे बोलिए, it will help all of us. If I am sitting alone and I am unhappy, it means I am in a bad company. If I am sitting alone and I am unhappy, it means I am in a bad company. And then who is that bad company? Right? And it is 90% of the dukh. It is called mansik dukh. Right now we are all okay. No one is hurting us, no one is beating us. Most of us are doing okay, that's why we are sitting. We are not having acute pains. We may have some. I am a chronic patient of L5S1, so I always have pain in my left leg from last 30 years. But that's okay, that is manageable. फिर भी, in spite of all that, many times we feel unhappy. That is Adhyatmik Dukh. Adhyatmik Dukh is divided into two categories. First is Mansik, second is Sharirik. We also do lots of things which could hurt our body. It's a funny story, but I have an uncle, he is having acute diabetes, and whenever we offer him gulab jamun, he says, you should always offer in two. It's bad manners to offer one. So you should offer at least two in one go. And then if I will need more, give me two more. So what I'm trying to tell is that type 2 diabetes is Adhyatmik Dukh. Type 1 diabetes is not Adhyatmik. And there are so many others. There are so many accidents happening, car accidents, other accidents. Even in kitchen, whoever is working in kitchen, I think most of us have almost at least once hurt our finger while chopping, at least once in our lifetime. So that is Adhyatmik Dukh. That is due to our own carelessness. No one else is involved in it. So Adhyatmik Dukh ek aisa dukh hai, and this is your homework for today. Make a list of Adhyatmik Dukh for yourself. I also made a list. I am still working on it. It's not something you can achieve in a day or in a month or in a year, but you should start working on it. At least we should know what is bothering us, then only we can get rid of it. Unless we don't know what is bothering us, how would we try to get rid of that? So आध्यात्मिक दुख सबसे बड़ा दुख है, और इस दुख को अगर हम देखें, so I was just trying to see if I'm missing anything. No, I think I have covered Adhyatmik Dukh properly. So basically 90% is the key here. 90% of the time we are suffering from it. No one is bothering, no one is hurting, just we are hurting ourselves. वो हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना कि अगर बाढ़ ही खेत को खाने लगे तो उस खेत को बाहर से आने वाले किसी पशु की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. तो हम खुद ही कहीं अपने आप को खा तो नहीं रहे. This is something very important for us to understand. Second is आधि दैविक. No, let's do आधि भौतिक first. आधि भौतिक दुख. The dukh which is caused by others is आधि भौतिक दुख. It could be animals, it could be human beings. There was a news in October's newspaper last year. We are all South Asians. You must have heard the company Wagh Bakri Chai. The owner and CEO, his name was Parag Desai. He just was planning to go out for his evening walk, and some stray dogs, they attacked, and he fell down and he got brain hemorrhage. He died in the hospital. And his net worth was $500 million, $500 million. So that is called Adhi Bhautik Dukh, a dukh which another jeev gave to him, which took his life. And this is a news that it happened on 15th October 2024. You can Google it. So this is one example, but this was the extreme. Let's take little easier examples. Saas Bahu, it's much easier, and it's so funny that I was going through some statistics. In India, the biggest cause of divorces is Saas Bahu's ladai. Not in North America. In North America, there is another reason anyways. Saas Bahu, business partners, colleagues, supervisors, clients, parents, children. My thesis and my master's was about intergenerational conflict between immigrant parents and their Canadian-born children. So that is what I did in my master's. So I have to go through so many stories where things were so extreme that they had to put kids to foster homes. So ये सभी क्या है? आधि भौतिक दुख जो हमें और लोग देते हैं. लेकिन it is so interesting. It is only 8%, 7 to 8%. 90% is still Adhyatmik Dukh. So if we will only work on Adhyatmik Dukh, we can live relatively a very happy life. Now let me tell you one more thing. I gave an example of Saas Bahu, right? So let's say Saas said something to Bahu which she didn't like, which was not appropriate. That is Adhi Bhautik Dukh. But if Bahu is contemplating on it, living in it, ruminating over it for days, for weeks, that will become the first one, Adhyatmik Dukh. So you have to be very careful. She can't say that, okay, this was because of my Sasuma, that I'm suffering from last 3 months. That's not fair. That's not fair. So one has to be very careful. They are very, you won't even notice when they will change their categories. So Adhyatmik Dukh is again something which we have to work on. Okay, I forgot to mention one more Adhi Bhautik Dukh, which is car thefts these days. It's very common. So many cars are being stolen. So that is also Adhi Bhautik Dukh. someone else is hurting us, right? So the third is Adi Daivik Dukh, which I am not sure if any one of us has gone through yet, or maybe one or two people. That is forest fires, earthquakes, storms, hurricanes, tsunamis, cyclones. It is also happening. So it hardly affects us 1%, 1 to 2%. So Adi Daivik 1 to 2%, Adi Bhautik 7 to 8%, and Adhyatmik 90%. Ath Trividh Dukh Atyant Nivritti. If you want to get liberated from these three dukhs, then you will have to do Atyant Purusharth. It is not, some people say, okay, I am okay with some kind of dukh. So we always give an example. Let's say there is kheer today in lunch, and let's say once they will give you that kheer, it will have 10 spoonfuls. So if I tell you out of 10 spoonfuls, 3 will have some concord in it, is it okay with you? Still 70% sukh, 30% dukh. You will say no. And if I say, okay, only 2 spoons will have some dust particles or concord, you will say no. If I will say, okay, only the last one, the last spoon will have a big concord, you will say no. So what it shows that we don't want any dukh at all. That is for clear. If we are under that impression that some dukh is okay, that is basically our ignorance. That is not true. No one likes dukh. Even a chinti, an ant, a small insect, they also don't like dukh. If any insect is moving and you put your hand in front of it, it will take a U-turn right away. Scared. Yeah, doesn't want to get hurt. So we don't want dukh. So Vedas or Upanishads or Darshanas, our spiritual literature tells us that one has to get rid of all these dukhs. We will talk about it tomorrow, how to get rid of it. Do we still have 5 minutes? It's 11:22. Okay, until 11:30? Okay. So, and this was from Sankhya Darshan, but Yoga Darshan, which is another very popular granth on philosophy, it even took it to another level. So Yoga Darshan says that dukh is dukh, but in sukh there is also dukh. Now that is something very, very interesting. So we all know that dukh is dukh, but Yoga Darshan says even in sukh there are 4 kinds of dukh. So now let me quickly touch on that, because it's something very important to mention. But Yoga Darshan also says that not everyone is capable to find those dukhs in sukh. People are suffering from those dukhs in sukh, but they are unaware of it. So those 4 dukhs which are mixed in sukh, let's talk about them. So please say after me. First is Parinam Dukh, Tap Dukh, Sanskar Dukh, Gun Vritti Virodh Dukh. Gun Vritti Virodh Dukh. So let's talk about Parinam Dukh. So I will quickly go over them. सुख प्राप्ति की इच्छा से हम जो भी करते हैं, जिस कार्य को भी करते हैं, उसको करने के उपरांत हमारी इच्छा शांत नहीं होती, अपितु और बढ़ जाती है. There is a very important श्लोक by Bhartari Hari ji. I will chant it. भोगा न भुक्ता वयमेव भुक्ता, तपो न तप्ता वयमेव तप्ता, कालो न यातो वयमेव याता, तृष्णा न जीर्णा वयमेव जीर्णा. Jeerna means to get old. Trishna means desire. So our desire will not get old, but we will get old. So we will keep on getting older, but the desires will keep on getting younger. So they say by fulfilling a desire with the expectation that it will get shant is something similar to by putting ghee in Agni with the expectation that this ghee will take off the Agni. इससे अग्नि खत्म हो जाएगी, बंद हो जाएगी, समाप्त हो जाएगी, अग्नि बुझ जाएगी। ये सोचकर अगर हम घी डालेंगे अग्नि में, so it is the same thing जैसे हम किसी अपनी तृष्णा को पूरा करके ये सोच लेंगे कि ये पूरी हो जाएगी, ऐसा नहीं होगा, वो और बढ़ती जाएगी और बढ़ती जाएगी। So जिस सुख को लेने के लिए हम वो काम करते हैं, उससे हमें सुख तो मिलता है, पर वो सुख हमारी उस तृष्णा को बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ा देता है। जैसे आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, और ये मेरे ही एक फ्रेंड का एग्जांपल है, and I'm happy he's not here. So when we came in 2004, he was living in a basement apartment, and himself and his wife वो कहते नहीं ये यहाँ पे बहुत लाइट नहीं है, तो we will feel much better if we will rent something at a higher level where there will be good sunshine and good air. And they of course ended up getting after 1 year a better place. So his wife said, now I am happy, now I don't need anything. So after a couple of years she said, no, we have to have our own space, and they bought a semi-detached house. After a couple of years she said, no, it's not enough space, neighbors are bothering, so I need a detached home. And then they got that. Now recently I am hearing this say that the street is very congested. House is okay, but the street is not okay. So that is Trishna Najirna, Vayameva Jirna. They are 22 years older than what they were when they started fulfilling this desire, and they are still in the process of fulfilling it. And I am not sure if they will be able to fulfill it. That is Parinam Dukh. Second one, Tap Dukh. Tap Dukh is very, very interesting. I think I won't be doing justice if I will do it very fast. So we will continue from here tomorrow, and then we will also talk about how to get rid of them in our next upcoming sessions. Thank you.